So I got a request from Alan to do a little bit of behind the scenes look at how all of these videos and things come together. So the easiest way to do this is for me to record a Zoom meeting and to share my screen. So I will try to do this without having to make too many edits for whatever language might come out of my mouth, because sometimes it's a very frustrating process. But hopefully along the way, you'll see some of the magic that I've learned over the last year and how to do this. And you'll see that I am not a professional. This is all hard earned, hard learned stuff. And I hope that every time I do this, it's a little bit better. So that's my goal, is that each time it gets a little better and I learn a little more. So without further ado, here we go. So the first thing that I'm going to do, this is for the last episode of the pageant, and I'm going to make a picture to use within that video. So this, you might remember, is the Angel Gabriella. This is a program for Mac called Pixelmator, and it allows me to edit photos. So to take, there we go, to take a lot of the stuff out, and to do this kind of takes out colors at a big scale, which is really helpful because it allows me to do some different effects than I can do within the movie. And you can see where the light plays in. It gets harder and harder to make sure that we just are taking away the backdrop. So I have lots and lots and lots of possibilities to get rid of these spaces. So right now I'm just selecting and deleting these extra spaces here. And it's still not as clean as I really want it to be, but that's okay. So this eraser tool gives me the ability to just kind of go through and take out the pieces here. So we have a nice silhouette of our beautiful angel. There we go. Okay, that looks really good. I got a little bit of stuff I want to do down here along her wing. We're going to go to the other programs. So I have all of my Christmas pageant things stashed in a movie. So all my files are here. And this way I can keep the things that stay pretty much the same from week to week without having to recreate them. So Alan's narration is always basically in the same place. So what I do first, before I do any cutting and audio editing, is I try my best to edit visually. So you'll notice that Alan is standing in front of the same green screen that Gabriella was standing in front of. So the first thing I do to make this work is I crop the picture. And I can do this right in my movie editor. It's called iMovie. It's an Apple product. And it's fairly easy to use. It takes a little getting used to, but so we're going to go to green screen, blue screen. Now, so now I've cropped the picture. And like I said, you can still see it. You know, that's kind of the funky shadows and shapes that you'll see. And it was, but at least it's better than, just sitting in front of a green screen. So it looks a little bit like Alan is sitting in the sanctuary. So now what I'm going to do is play through to see.
Hope I am too.
Camera's live, so whatever.
Where I might need to
Camera's
cut.
live? Okay.
All right. And then we just make sure that it actually saved that.
Episode 7. The maid.
I can actually move that over just a little bit so it doesn't look like Alan is jumping quite so much.
Episode 7. The maid.
Yeah, he still looks like he's jumping in a little bit, but you know. Let's see if I can. Just me being picky. If you haven't figured out already, I'm a perfectionist, and sometimes it's harder to be a perfectionist than others. Okay, that looks like it's nice and tight. All right, so then now we have this lovely backdrop, which interestingly enough could have been the backdrop for the wise folk, but I'm going to do something different because they did a nice job doing this. My transitions are all in place, so it just allows me to drag and drop. Continue that. So now I'm going to do a little bit of audio magic. So we voice enhanced this, and we're going to do a little bit of auto work, and we're going to ramp the volume up a little bit. And now I'm going to copy this. I'm going to cut it. And I'm working on an outtakes project. So we're going to drop this into the outtakes for our fun thing. So now what I want to do, I have a special effect here.
Keeps me up at night.
So I want to break here, but I want to make sure that I don't lose any of the audio.
Wait.
Okay. Don't know if the one that I want is in this library or not. Aha, it is. How about that? Don't even have to download it. All right, so now what I'm going to do is insert this picture. Insert Miss Gabriella here. And I'm going to crop her. So I'm going to don't think I can green screen her. We're going to do something different with Miss Gabriella. See, this is why I did not have why I did not close the picture. And we're going to go back and we're going to import her again. Gabriella 2. And I think what we will do here with this picture, let's see, crop this to fill. Yeah, we're going to crop that to fill. That way, our angel is just hanging there in the sky. Like the star that she is. I think what we'll do as well. I will not finish this right now. We will, I'm going to add an audio effect to it in a moment that might require me to pick up an ad. But if I were to add an audio effect from something that was already here, let's see. I might, for example, use Hark the Herald Angels Sing, drop it in here, find a spot. Come down here, and now I have to edit my closing sequence, which is always the hardest part because I have to figure out where my cursor goes. What you have to know is that for 10 years, I lived in Western Pennsylvania, and the conference office was in Greenburgh, Pennsylvania, Berg with a U. And I lived in a town called Shellsburg with a U. So Berg with an E is hard to remember. But that's pretty much how these movies come together. Sometimes they're a little harder, sometimes they're a little easier. This one took a couple of extra steps that were fairly quick and easy just to edit the picture. But that's the behind the scenes look at how this came together. And you'll see outtakes. Beautiful. Thank you. Now what I'm going to do. Yep. Okay. So and if you mess up, just take a pause and then start again, because I can edit if I need to. So
Perfect.
Let's try that again.
Let's do the Merry Christmas card.
I can't.
Okay. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
I think it should be a little
Happy
closer
holidays.
Happy holidays at church.
I think
it's
say
gonna come
happy
in
holidays.
like an inch.
I said happy holidays.
Okay, go turn it on.
Alright, next time when we do.
even professionals can have trouble lighting Advent wreaths. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and deliver us from evil. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors, and deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
Hello. Oh, you're muted, Ruth.
See, my Zoom etiquette is so good that I forget to unmute myself.
Oh, are we all muted now?
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't muted you yet.
Ooh.
I will momentarily, though.
Preview.
I have learned from
Ruth is
Kim how to
great. She
do these
could
things.
shut the whole congregational up at once.
Yeah.
It's a power that we're going to miss when we actually are back in sanctuary. But you know what? I will trade that power any day for being back in the sanctuary.
So sign up to be worship assistant.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to hit.
Hello?
Say it again.
I'm Angel Gabrielle. Ah, blessed are you, the mother of the world. Yes, I
Hey, boys, I'm the angel Gabriel.
Okay.
I've come with a message.
What?
Take two.
We did a lot of traveling. Ow. I feel like that one's going to be.
End scene.